Welcome to week 102 in our series. Again, continuing with the look at the single hand version of Chi Sau, because there's still plenty to talk about with that exercise. Last week, I invite Gantak in straight away. One of the things I meant to add, but we started to get towards the end of our time, so I thought I'd save it for this week, is when you're doing the drill, both people must make sure they keep the rear hand up nice and high and don't get lazy and let it drop lower and lower and lower, or not have it up at all. The reason being, this is switching on this side of my body, it's switching on that side of his body. So although the drill is being done with one hand, we're getting the effect of both sides of the body to give us the strength we need. So when he comes in, both sides of the body are fighting him. When I come in, both sides of his body are fighting me. If you let it get lazy, what happens is when he comes in, he may be able to destabilize you because this side is not connected as well to the ground as this side is. There's a simple way to demonstrate this. If I have my Chi Sau inside his Fuk Sau and my hand is down, and I invite Gandak to put pressure on me and push me, it doesn't take him too long to destroy it. But just putting this here, and now it's pushing him away. I'm not using any muscle. You can see my hand is very soft, but just the mere fact that I've got that hand there, he's now fighting both legs. No hand, he's only fighting one leg. The other leg is not assisting me. So when you're doing the drill, whether it's the stepping drill or the stationary drill, keep this hand here. It's not a problem in double hand Chi Sau because both hands are involved. It's only a problem in single hand Chi Sau and any other drill that you do where you're training one hand. This is why in Sin and Tel form, while we're doing the slow section, the other hand is here. It's not on the hip. It's not in the pocket. It's pulled back to support your body. All right, now we'll move on to the single hand drill with footwork, because what we've done is the traditional idea of I do an attack, he defends, he does an attack, I defend, we go back and we start again. Simple, basic ideas so we both get something out of the drill. But we can now add in a few new ideas. Instead of stepping away with my Bong Sau, as he comes in, I can shift him out the way with the Bong Sau and retain my position and think about attacking straight away. So at speed, it would look like this. Both hands are now free to start hitting. Essentially what's happening is I'm throwing the bong. But as I throw the bong, I then replace it with an attack and another and another. All right, so one option would be to use the bong. Bang, bang, in. This can't come back, I'm hitting. Notice I didn't have to change the feet. I could go straight to a countermeasure and just attack. Why do I want to do these things? Because in a real exchange, and maybe even in just basic drills in class, you don't want to always practice just the defense. You want to think about what comes next. So in a real situation, if I found myself there, wouldn't it be better to hit him than to defend? Of course, we defend when we have to, but if you don't have to defend, then don't. Start hitting. So there's a number of hands you might try to put in there. It's entirely up to you to play around with the idea, and it adds another dimension to the drill. See you next week.